Hey, coffee connoisseurs. Today I'm going to be reviewing Utica Firehouse Blend Coffee by Utica Coffee. I'm really excited to get into this bag of coffee, so let's get into it. Oh, wow. This has a really light and crisp scent to it. Very awesome, very unique. I actually really like the way this coffee smells. The scent isn't too heavy, the scent isn't too light. It is just perfect for what this coffee is, and it just seems like it's going to be a very fantastic medium roast coffee. But I will say that I am getting a hint of a nutty scent to it. If this coffee tastes how it smells, this is going to be an awesome cup of coffee. So, what do you say we go get it brewing? While we wait for the coffee to brew, let's talk a little bit about Utica Coffee. Utica Coffee began in 2002 with their purchase of the Genesee Street location by founder Frank Elias. In 2005, a roaster was moved into the location with the goal of sourcing and roasting the world's highest quality coffee. Over time, this location was transformed into a busy cafe with the vision of partner Heather Elias. Today, Utica Coffee has cafes in Utica and Clinton, as well as a world-class roasting and education center on Hotel Street and a production facility in a historical freight house in Utica. They stay true to their roots, hiring locally and partnering with local businesses. They're also proud to have their coffee sold and served throughout upstate New York. And I can tell you from personal experience, when I visited their Genesee location, there was almost never a line not out the door. It was constantly coming and going, and it was crazy. But it also made me really happy to see that for them. When I first started my channel and featured Utica coffee on it, my friend from the general area told me that that coffee was all over the general area. And while I always believed him, I got to see that firsthand. They are rather popular there, and for good reason. In 2025, Frank Elias was actually named Business Person of the Year in Utica. Congratulations, well deserved in my opinion. The picture on this bag actually features Station 7 in Utica, which is the busiest station in New York State and the 34th busiest station in the country. A portion of the proceeds of every Firehouse Blend coffee sold will actually be donated to the Believe 271 Foundation, which offers support to volunteer and paid firemen that may develop job-related cancers. Quite personally, I think that is wonderful, and I am so happy and honored to feature this coffee on the channel. But coffee connoisseurs, what do you say we go get a cup of this coffee? So I'm back. I have a cup of this much anticipated coffee in front of me, and I'm super anxious to try it, so let's get right into it. I applaud this. The first thing that I notice upon tasting this coffee is how smooth it is and how light the body is. Now, I don't mean light in the sense of it tastes like a light roast, but light for a medium. It's very pleasant. I also notice a faint, nutty tasting note to the coffee, and then when I swallow this coffee, my breath comes back and hits my palate, and I get a little bit of a bitterness. The bitterness doesn't take away from the coffee at all. In fact, it gives it just a little bit more character. This is a really awesome medium roast coffee, and I think my personal favorite thing about this coffee is that it's not trying to be anything but a good medium roast coffee. I would be more than delighted to just simply drink this coffee exactly how it is. But my curiosity is piqued. So what do you say we go sweeten this coffee and see what it does to the dynamic and body of the coffee? So I'm back. I put a little bit of stevia in my coffee. Really curious to see what it does. Let's find out. Cheers, everybody. Wow, that changed significantly. What I noticed initially upon tasting this coffee sweetened is that it's actually substantially more smooth. The sweetener, in my opinion, while it doesn't necessarily take away from the coffee flavor, it actually makes it taste a little bit more like a lighter medium roast. It's not as defined or as bold. Upon swallowing the coffee, my breath comes back and hits my palate, and I just get an ever so faint bit of bitterness that just completes the package for me. All in all, sweetened, this is still very good. This is still a very good cup of coffee. And while I am still perfectly content to drink this coffee exactly as it is right now, my curiosity has piqued. What do you say we go throw a little bit of creamer in it and see what that does to the dynamic and body? So I'm back. I put a little bit of skim milk in my coffee to substitute creamer. Let's see what it does. Interesting. The creamer made it even more smooth, and it's smooth from start to finish. And while the creamer definitely lightens the coffee flavor a little bit, I personally don't think it takes too much away from the coffee flavor. Upon swallowing the coffee in this state, my breath comes back, it hits my palate, it's still super smooth, so smooth. And then just a few moments after swallowing, an ever so faint bit of coffee bitterness comes back and hits. Chef's kiss. Beautiful touch. All in all, while this is definitely not my preferred way to drink coffee, I am still more than content to drink the coffee in this state. All in all, through all three ways that I tried this coffee, this was a delightful cup of coffee. And I cannot stress enough how much I applaud this coffee for not trying to be anything other than a decent medium roast coffee. But to be honest, I'm really not all that surprised. Utica Coffee is a wonderful company. I've never had a bad coffee from them. In fact, they are one of my preferred companies because I know that I can trust the quality is always going to be there. So, Utica Coffee, congratulations on yet another delightful coffee. Congratulations on all of your success. And congratulations to the founder of Utica Coffee for being named Businessman of the Year in 2025 in Utica. Again, very much deserved, and I can totally see why he was named Businessman of the Year. But coffee connoisseurs, I think that's about all the time that I have for coffee review videos today. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button. It would really help me and the channel out a ton. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please hit that subscribe button. I drop a new coffee video every Sunday at 6 a.m. Eastern, so it'll be ready and waiting for you to enjoy with your morning coffee if you so choose to. Have you ever tried Utica coffee? Let me know in the comments section. Let me know if there's any coffees or coffee companies that you would like to see me try and feature on the channel in the comments section as well. I'm always open and looking for suggestions. In fact, please give me suggestions. Thank you all for watching and spending a little bit of your time with me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate your time. Time is the most valuable currency that we all have. I really hope to catch you all in the next coffee video, and I hope that you all have a beautiful day. Peace out, coffee connoisseurs. Suddenly Zelda. Cheat sheets. Their purchase of the Genesee Street location by Founder. Their purchase of the Genesee Street location by Why can't I say founder? What is going on with me today? You know, one of these days I'm going to shoot a video without any bloopers, but today is not that day. When I first started this channel and I came across Utica Coffee, my friend that lives in the general area of Utica... Shh, Zelda's sleeping. And while the... Okay, have you ever had a brain fart? So I googled firefighter jokes for the blooper reel of this video, and Google's Gemini actually gave me this one. It was, what do police and firefighters have in common? They both wanted to be firefighters when they were kids, and I just want to say, dang, Gemini, you're savage. You want to smell? No? Oh, that was a big jump. Hey, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more Utica coffee videos, check out my playlist here. Or hit this to subscribe.